your way?
No. Good. One. Two. Three. Four. 5. 6 lime. 1. 2. 3. 4 magnesium. Yeah, it's like.
There you go, girls.
Oh, what's that?
Now here's the part, boys. That's
And 1 slag.
boy mine.
Did you turn the water on after you done that, guys?
Sorry?
Did you turn the water on after you done that?
The water on?
Yeah, on.
Yep.
Yeah, probably a bit too much moisture in there. You can see it falling. It's not too bad, but you can see it falling off the herd.
Yep.
See that?
Beautiful.
What you're just going to let sit for 20 to 30 seconds, just to let the herd soak up some of the water. As you can see, a lot of the water is actually dripping out this end. Coming through the machine, we're actually collecting that to make sure that we've still got our 1 bucket of water in here. We'll collect that. Once we put the powder in to start soaking up more water, we'll return that to it so that it's exactly 1 bucket in the mix. So this is our mix of, what is it, 6...
6 hydrated lime, 4 magnesium, and 1 slag.
1 slag. And I'm just pouring that in the opposite direction it's turning, so we get the best mix. And you just try and do it evenly all the way around. Thanks, mate. So we'll just let that sit for a second and actually collect the water that's already in there. And when it's not really leaking any more water, I'll collect what's left in here. And I'll actually add it back to the mix. Bringing the amount of water we've got in there back to 1 bucket. Now on the sides here, you'll see we've still got herd that hasn't been mixed through at all. So you just want to knock that off, just to make sure all the herd gets mixed all the way through. What I'll do is I'll just let that mix through a little bit, just to make sure we've got a bit of consistency in there and all the water soaked up, and then I'll choose to add a little bit of extra water depending on how dry or wet the mix is. Generally it's about another sort of 1/5 to an 1/8 of the bucket. going to now is pour out a little bit of the mix and actually have a look at how firm it is and actually whether or not it's got a little bit of a glaze to it. So at the moment it's quite sort of thick and gluggy. So I'm actually going to add a little bit more water to that. So you want to make sure you add it back to the mix so everything gets mixed through properly. And literally it's not much at all. Just to get it to change from what it is now to what it needs to be.
Boys. Now you concentrate on the mix, not talking about what you're doing for now, thank you. Not talking forever.
So that's going to need a little bit more water still. I'll just check the mix again. That's got its glaze to it, and it's not as thick. So that mix is ready to go.
Spread it along like that. And then all you have to do is come in and sprinkle a bit in there, sprinkle a bit in there, sprinkle a bit, right?
So just wherever it's up to.
Yeah, but try and keep the layer even, mate.
Yep.
So what we do is we do that, and we just spread it, and just try and keep the layers even. I want two inches at a time is good.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's your job, and then take the buckets out. So while you're making the mix for him, I'm going to make some more timbers after one for you guys. Yeah, that's perfect, mate. Exactly what you're doing, mate, and then you're sort of laughing, mate. You're getting used to it. You see those. You can start putting it in the buckets. Yep. They can start tempering from this end, Ollie.
Yep.
Let me just put a plate on this end first. Buckets. That should hold there, mate, I think. Yeah, I'll drop these for now.
Ben, can I go a quick hand?
Yeah.
What boards were we going to put down?
Just take those straight outside and lay them up the table. It'll be scrape, mate. Thanks, Ben. Right, what I need to do with you a couple of blokes is yeah, just get rid of those, Glenn. Leave those ones there because I want to strip this section here first.
Yep. Well, in that case, I'm going to have a couple more coming out.
Hey?
In that.
Oh, it's all right, mate.
You're right. Oh yeah, it's your job. Gonna go around. Next page.
Should be. to the different thicknesses in the board. Because I think there's a bit of moisture.
I want out, Glenn. Just hold this.
Sorry, eh?
That's all right.
Just stop it and come back because I need to handle it quick.